Hey guys, it is Jared here, and we are going to be looking at different apps that we can build out with Go High Level's Visual AI Studio. Now, what I love about this is it is something that's very new. A lot of people are excited by it, but I'm just highlighting some of the cool things that it's doing in there, and then you can go vast beyond where we're heading with some of the content that we're sharing with this. Now, in previous videos, we've spoken about landing pages. We've then spoken about weather as well. So what I want to do today is show you guys how you can make a task board. Now, a task board for a lot of people is being able to go, cool, these are things that need to be done. It might be with who you want to allocate it to, adding in notes, the day it was created, the day you expect it to be completed, all of those things. And there's a lot of apps out there that allow you to do that already, okay? But what we're trying to also consider here is how do we minimize costs? How do we streamline production? How do we get exactly what we want so that we can keep it all as we pull everything together with our systems, our processes within our business so that we can make it what we actually need. Now, to do that, you'll go into your dashboard and on your left-hand side, you'll go over to AI Studio. This is where you'll see some stuff that we've been building out, but you go to templates and you basically get a breakdown of everything within here that you can then use. Okay, so you've got everything from the landing pages that we spoke about to building out a custom dashboard to then doing a weather app, which was a bit of fun that I did in another video. And then you can also see the one we're going to be jumping into here, which is the to-do task manager. Now, I haven't used this before. We're about to do this together, which is exciting. So let's check this out. We're first going to click on the to-do task manager. And notice that it jumps straight into a default of going create a task management app with drag and drop Kanban board, task creation, and status tracking. Okay. Now, what's really neat about this tool is the fact that it already is doing its own research. It's already going around and working out and troubleshooting things as it goes along. So you'll see up in the top middle here, it's saying that it's getting ready. You'll also see on the left-hand side that it's actually going through the process. So for example, it's saying thought for 7 seconds, and you can see that it's reading files, it's reading design tokens, it's D&D dependencies installed, okay? All things that you don't need to be the amazing coder to try and work out and do yourself, which I don't know about you, but there's a lot of people that I know that are massive in the coding space. And then I know there's a lot of people that haven't even started yet because they just aren't sure how to do it. And one of my friends, Alistair Shirazi, said to me a while ago when I was first looking at doing it, I was like, where do I start? Is there videos I can watch? And he's like, Jared, the best thing I would say to you is just do it. Like, go into it, start asking it to do things and see how you go. Like, just play around with it. And then as you find when you start playing around with it, what's really cool about that is it starts to give you more ideas. You start to have a few aha moments, or maybe I could build that. Maybe I could make a landing page that has an end result of this. And it means that you can save on time. It means that you can save on costs so that you can minimize all of those things, in short, making it a lot easier to get it started. What's cool is it's already partly through this now where it's set up the design. It's then built out the Kanban board with drag and drop. And now you can see on the side here that it's then building a task creation and a detail modal, right? So it's going through each one of these sections and doing it all for me. I don't even have to do it. That's a really cool part of this is I've just gone, hey, can you please do this? And now it's going away and building that out. Now, the one click to deploy, you can see on here, it's a nice little visual, especially while you're sitting here waiting for things to happen. But you can actually see the live previews. You can see the one-click deployment. That's how quick it is to get these things up and running. And then it's got the built-in integration. So it's connecting to your calendar, it's connecting to your forms, and it's also connecting to your CRM, which is invaluable because then you don't have to use Zapier. You don't have to use Pabbly as an example. You can actually then keep everything all in the single place to build this out. I'm curious to see how this comes together because I use task management with my team. So we have specific things where we actually drill down on the task. We then have the priority. We have when it was created, when we want it completed by. We want a status as well. So, what's the priority of this task? Is it low, medium, high, or critical? And then the other part of that is what's the actual status of it? What's the progress? Is it to do, not started, stuck? Going through those processes as well gives us as a team a big visual where we can go, cool, these are the things that are happening. And it means that things don't get lost or forgotten about. We've also got an ideas board as well, which just allows us to then basically pull all of that information together and go, cool, that's the idea of what I'm trying to do here is these are some things that we should look at, but timing wise isn't always the best thing. So we park them on the shelf and go, we'll come back to that. So we can see here, built a full Kanban task management app with 4 status columns: to do, in progress, review, done, drag and drop, and a few other things within there. So let's check this out. I'm going to go up here to open preview a new tab. Move my head out of the way. And now what we can see here is to do, in progress, in review, and done. I'm curious, I'm going to move one of these back into review. How do I do that? Oh, let's go through this part here. No, I'm just going to go back and try that again. So we've got the option to slide these within one another. Is there a way where I can then move these over? Okay, so what we will now tell the system to do is, let's just click on them quickly. Right, so when we click on them, they aren't doing anything there either. So what we want, remove the function of clicking on the task to just making them editable. Also make it so we can move the tiles through different stages with the drag and drop function. All right, so you can see what I've done here is I've asked it to remove the function of clicking on the task because I did that a couple of times. And each time I did it, it just went to a dead screen because we haven't set something up there. So instead, I just want to pull that out. I just felt like, okay, well, I probably don't need that. And then what I've asked is, you'll notice that when I was clicking on the tiles, I could move them within each stage within one another, top to bottom, but I couldn't move them over. So I've just put that in to ask about moving that over so that we've got that set up in a process overall. So let's see what comes back with that now. Now, if you're finding this helpful as well, make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow along because I talk about a lot of things go high level. I then run a community where we've got 700 plus Aussie high level users. And then we generally also have masterclasses. So we have amazing high level people like Bryce from Closebot that come onto those calls. We've then got amazing locals that come onto those calls like Gary from My CRM, Sim, and then we've got the opportunity where we also then collaborate as a group. But what happens is when we have those amazing people come in and share their knowledge, we then turn that into a YouTube video where we can then share that with the rest of the world so that they can benefit from it as well. So make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can see that. And if you aren't using High Level, first of all, why aren't you? What's holding you back? I'd love a comment below for you to share why you feel that you haven't investigated it or moved over to the light side or the dark side, whatever you want to call it there. And have a look by clicking on the link below in this video. There's a 30-day free trial. Jump on in, give it a go for yourself, and have a look at just this as something that you can use, but also the other features that are happening within the system as well. All right, so we're here. I've updated the cards, draggable instead of just the handle. Let's go over and refresh and check this out. All right, so we've got an edit pencil here. And the edit pencil is going to something that we don't need, so that's fine. Let's go back in here and have a look at, maybe I'm breaking it while recording. Let's take it a bit slower. Let's refresh. And then go in here. Sweet. All right, cool. So notice that this tile's now moved over. I'm going to try and move that tile back. Move that one over to done. Brilliant. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Let's bring this one back. Brilliant. Awesome. So notice we've now pulled this all together. We've now got the different tasks that are sitting there in different stages. We've then also got a new task that can be added in there. Now, if you found this helpful, make sure that you're following along. Again, thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.